Is your Toro walk power mower moving slower than usual or not moving at all? You may need a new drive belt. The drive belt is a key part of your Toro self-propelled mower. It runs from the engine pulley under the cutting blade to the transmission on your mower's front or rear axle. Over time, the drive belt can get damaged or broken, causing your mower to lose speed or stop moving. So, let's look at the procedure for replacing a drive belt. We'll cover the basics, but every Toro model is different, and the steps vary from mower to mower. If you have questions or don't want to tackle this job yourself, contact your local Toro service dealer. They'll be glad to help. And be sure to read the important safety information in your owner's manual before you tackle this job. On rear-wheel drive models, the drive belt runs to the rear of the machine. On front-wheel drive models, it's connected to the front. And all-wheel drive models have two belts, one for the front and one for the rear. Toro's Time Master mowers have a different design for their drive belts. So if you own one, check out our video on Time Master belt replacement. And there's one more thing to consider. Some Toro mowers have spin stop, which means you can stop the cutting blade without stopping the engine. On these models, part of the spin stop system is under the cutting blade, and those pieces will have to be removed to access the drive belt. Okay, let's look at the basics for rear-wheel drive belts. We'll use a 22-inch personal pace mower for this example. To get to the belt, you'll need to tip the mower on its side. It's a good idea to drain your gas tank before you start and lay some cardboard down to protect your mower and catch any spills. Also disconnect your spark plug wire. This keeps the engine from starting accidentally while you're working. If your mower has electric start, be sure to remove the key. For most 22-inch Toro models, you'll need to remove the rear baffle and belt cover. These are held by screws on the top and sides of the deck. So remove these screws before you lay the machine on its side. Be sure to lay the machine with the air filter up. This keeps oil and gas from running into it. There's one more screw holding the rear baffle. Remove that and take off the baffle and belt cover. Remember, some machines have different parts. The point is to carefully take off any pieces that you need to in order to get access to the belt. Now remove the blade bolt and take off the blade and blade driver. Some models also have a blade support piece. Next, disconnect the traction cable spring from the transmission. This is located on the rear axle. Then rotate the transmission so you can get to the belt guide. Remove the guide and take off the drive belt. Now you're ready to install the new belt. Just slip the belt over the transmission pulley and put everything back together. Now let's take a look at belt replacement for a front-wheel drive model. For this example, we'll use a 22-inch variable speed mower. Once again, lay down cardboard and drain the fuel tank to avoid spills. Disconnect the spark plug wire, remove the key from electric start mowers, lay the mower on its side with the air filter up, and get to work. Remove the screws and take off the belt cover. Next, you need to move the transmission bracket. Disconnect the traction cable spring, remove the screws that hold the bracket, and move them out of the way. Then unthread the old belt from the transmission pulley. Now let's get the belt off the drive shaft. Remember to wear your gloves when you're handling blades. Then remove the blade and take off the old belt. Keep in mind that some models will have other parts that need to be removed, and you may be able to get the old belt off without removing the blade. Now you're ready to install the new drive belt and put everything back together. That's a quick look at how to change drive belts. This job can take a little time and patience, but it can make a real difference in your mower's performance.